Welcome to today's video where we're unlocking the secrets to making any woman truly miss you, but not in a game-playing, distant kind of way. This isn't about mind tricks or being cold. It's about mastering the art of balance and creating moments that leave a lasting impression. Here's the truth. When you step back the right way, you create a space for her to feel your absence and genuinely crave your presence. But here's the catch. Not many know how to do this without coming across as inconsiderate or distant. That's why we're here. Today, we're breaking it down into 9 practical, heartfelt tips to make her miss you badly. These are strategies that come from a place of respect and understanding, making her feel valued while building a connection that lingers in her heart. From knowing when to lean in and when to pull back to small gestures that keep you on her mind, we've got you covered. If you're ready to create a bond that leaves her wanting more of you, stick around. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss future insights to elevate your relationships. Let's get started. One. Avoid being perpetually on their radar. All right, picture this. If you're always texting or calling her, she'll start feeling like you're perpetually just there. And listen, that's not exactly what builds attraction. Constant contact doesn't give her the chance to actually miss you. See, when someone's always around, it's easy to take them for granted. Think about it this way. Would you enjoy eating the same meal every single day, even if it's your favorite? Probably not. It's human nature to crave variety and to be drawn toward things that feel just a little out of reach. Now, I know it can be hard because you might really like this woman, maybe even adore her, but when you smother her with constant texts, calls, and attention, what you're actually doing is sending a message that you don't have anything else going on in your life, that you might lack goals or purpose. That's not the vibe you want to give off, right? Instead, step back a little. This doesn't mean ignoring her or playing games. It's about balance. Make her curious about what you're up to. Give her space to wonder about you, to remember the things she loves about you. When you're not texting or calling her nonstop, she'll start to think about those shared laughs, inside jokes, and great conversations you've had, and that's when she'll start to feel your absence. Here's the thing, giving space isn't about being manipulative. It's about letting her see that you have a fulfilling life outside of her. You've got ambitions, hobbies, and people who also make up your world. That sense of independence, it's attractive, and when she realizes she's not the center of your universe, but an important part of it, that's when she'll not only appreciate you more, but genuinely start to miss you. And hey, don't be surprised if she starts to reach out more once you find this rhythm. That's the beauty of it. Your absence isn't a cold shoulder. It's an invitation for her to value your presence even more. Remember, it's not about being hard to get. It's about being worth the wait. 2. Ensure you have a balanced life. This is such a big one. Nothing is more appealing than someone who genuinely loves their life. Women are naturally drawn to men who are thriving, who radiate happiness, and who have their own thing going on. And why wouldn't they be? When you're confident, fulfilled, and enjoying your life to the fullest, it's magnetic. Here's the deal. If your entire focus is on her and her alone, it can feel suffocating. It's a lot of pressure, you know. She'll feel like she's your entire world, which can actually push her away. Instead, your energy should be centered on creating a life that's already full with her adding to it, not becoming all of it. Think about your passions, goals, and interests. Are you chasing them? Building the career you've always wanted? Developing hobbies that bring you genuine joy? When you're engaged in a life that excites you, it shows. It's there in your conversations, in the way you light up when you talk about your work, your weekend adventures, or that new thing you just started learning. The best part, she'll notice when you go out into the world and live your life wholeheartedly, it naturally piques her curiosity. She'll want to know what's he up to. And that curiosity, that's how you start to create that space where she longs to spend more time with you. Now, here's a big tip. While you're focusing on your life, don't just disappear into your own orbit. Strike the perfect balance. Show her you care, but make sure you're prioritizing time for yourself too. It's incredibly attractive to see someone who knows how to create boundaries and maintain their independence while still being caring and present. And honestly, living a great life feels amazing for you too. It's a win-win. You're not only drawing her in, but also building something that makes you feel proud and accomplished. 3, value your time. Your time is precious. Seriously, this can't be overstated. One of the quickest ways to unintentionally push someone away is to act like your time is always at their disposal. Dropping everything the second they call or message can seem sweet at first, but over time it gives off the impression that you don't have much else going on. And you definitely don't want that. Here's the truth. It's perfectly okay to not reply the second she texts or calls, not because you're playing mind games, but because you're genuinely busy enjoying your life. Maybe you're hitting the gym, catching up on a book, or spending time with your friends or family. You have responsibilities, goals, and passions, and she needs to see and respect that. When you value your own time, you're sending a subtle but powerful message. You're showing her that your time isn't just freely given to anyone, which makes the time you do spend with her so much more meaningful. Plus, it creates space for her to pursue you a little, to make the effort to connect with you. And that effort, it strengthens attraction. It's all about balance, not being too available, but also not totally distant. When you do make time for her, be present with her, listen to her, share stories and laughs that make her feel truly connected to you. That time together should be memorable and meaningful. This mix of occasional distance and intentional closeness is what truly works in creating that sense of longing when you're apart. 4, ignite the flames of jealousy carefully, okay? This one's a fine line, so hear me out. Jealousy is kind of like fire. When handled with care, it's warm, inviting, and even exciting. But if you're reckless with it, someone can easily get burned. The idea here isn't to make her feel insecure or hurt her feelings, it's to gently spark that feeling of wanting to keep you close. One way to do this is by showcasing your social life in an authentic, natural way. You don't need to rub anything in her face or boast about hanging out with others, but letting her see that you're out and about, connecting with friends, experiencing new things, and being part of a thriving social circle, that's attractive. Imagine this. She sees a photo you post from a fun night out with friends or catches wind of you trying something new like hiking with a group of people. It subtly triggers a thought in her mind. Wow, he's out there enjoying life. I want to be part of that. That touch of curiosity, maybe even a touch of envy, is enough to keep her intrigued. The key is being genuine. Don't fake things or go overboard trying to flaunt your social life. Trust me, genuine vibrancy always beats forced drama, and through it all, continue to treat her with kindness and respect. This isn't about competing or trying to prove that you're better off without her. It's about showing her that you're someone worth missing, someone whose life is full and exciting, with or without her, in every moment of it. By leading a life that's active and engaging with meaningful experiences and connections, you naturally inspire her to miss you when you're not around. And when jealousy is handled carefully, it becomes a tool that reminds her just how much she values having you in her life. 5, avoid falling for attention bait. We've all been there, haven't we? You get a quick hey or a random emoji from someone, and your first instinct is to drop everything and reply immediately. But here's the deal. With every instant response, you're unintentionally lowering the value of your attention. When you make yourself so easily accessible, it conveys that you're waiting around for her to notice you, and, well, that's not exactly an attractive trait. The truth is, what comes easily is often taken for granted. Think about it. If someone knows you'll always be at their beck and call, where's the charm? Where's the desire to earn your time and attention? By giving them that little space and making them wait, you're flipping the script. You're showing that your time is valuable and not something you just hand out freely. And this isn't about playing hard to get or being dismissive. It's about showing that you have your own life, dreams, and purpose. When you take your time to respond, it leaves a little mystery. What's he up to? Why didn't he reply right away? That seed of curiosity can grow into deeper interest. Next time you get one of those quick, casual messages, think twice before typing back immediately. Go for a walk, finish what you're working on, or just take a moment to decide how you want to reply. When she realizes you're not just sitting around waiting for her message, she'll start putting in more effort to get your attention. Remember, the goal here isn't to make her feel ignored. Far from it. Instead, you're subtly signaling that her attention isn't the sole focus of your world. By doing this, you make your attention something she really values and wants. And that's when she'll start to miss you in ways you've never imagined. 6, exhibit your high value. What does it mean to have high value? It's about so much more than what's in your bank account or the car you drive. Being a high value man is about the qualities you carry within yourself. It's your confidence, your ambition, your respect for others, and most importantly, your respect for yourself. When you pull back from someone, it's not to make them feel less significant. The goal is to highlight your own value. You're subtly saying, I know what I bring to the table and I'm not afraid to stand by it. This doesn't mean arrogance. It's about self-worth. Think about men who truly stand out. They aren't flashy or boastful. They're grounded. They live with a sense of purpose, and they treat others with kindness and dignity. When you lean into this mindset, women notice. When you carry yourself like someone who knows their worth, you become magnetic. Well, here's the key though. It's not about proving your worth to others. It's about knowing it in yourself. Whether you're focusing on your career, working out, or pursuing a passion, make those things a priority. High-value men have rich, fulfilling lives outside of a relationship, and that makes them incredibly attractive. When you create some distance, it isn't about making her miss you because she feels neglected. It's about building that longing because she admires the person you are. You're showing her that you're someone worth being curious about, someone she wants to align with. And the best part? She'll work harder to be a part of your world when she sees how incredible your world is. 7. Present your complete self. Here's a thought for you. Have you been focusing on yourself lately? Not just for others' sake, but genuinely for you? One of the most attractive things you can do is showcase that you're a whole person, thriving and fulfilled on your own. When you pour energy into your passions and your growth, you naturally draw people towards you. Why? Because happiness and self-fulfillment are magnetic. If she sees that you're living a rich, exciting life with or without her, she's going to want to be a part of it. Now, this doesn't mean neglecting her or acting indifferent. It means balancing your time and energy. Pursue that hobby you've been neglecting, go out with friends, tackle goals you've been postponing. When she sees that you're grounded in your own interests and ambitions, you become infinitely more intriguing. A complete man is confident in his own skin. He's not looking for someone to make his life feel whole. Instead, he's already whole, and she becomes a part of something greater when she's with him. That's the kind of dynamic that creates a deeper bond. By being your complete self, not only do you make her miss you when you're apart, but you also build a foundation of mutual respect and admiration. When she sees you thriving, she'll remember the excitement and warmth you bring into her life. And trust me, that's something you can't fake. 8. Keep a bit of mystery. Mystery is powerful. Think about it. When you read a captivating book or watch an intriguing movie, it's the twists and turns that keep you hooked, right? The same idea applies to relationships. If you're an open book from day one, you're taking away that sense of discovery. This doesn't mean being secretive or elusive. It's about pacing how much you reveal about yourself. Share bits of your world, but leave some things for her to wonder about. For example, instead of spilling every detail about your day, hint at what made it intriguing. Something interesting happened today, you might say, without going into the nitty-gritty. This sparks curiosity and keeps you on her mind. At the same time, maintaining mystery is about your actions too. Be unpredictable in the best way possible. If you're always adhering to patterns she can't predict, it becomes routine. Surprise her occasionally. Change up conversations or suggest something unexpected. This keeps interactions fresh and exciting. When you keep a little mystery alive, you're creating an allure. She'll be eager to know more about you, and that eagerness, it transforms into longing when you're not around. By keeping things dynamic and leaving her wanting to know more, you'll remain etched in her thoughts long after the conversation ends. 9, leave them wanting more. Imagine your favorite TV show. You're always eager for the next episode, right? That feeling of anticipation, that's what you need to create in your interactions. One of the most effective ways to make someone miss you is to leave them wanting more. Ending things on a high note instead of dragging them out creates a moment they'll replay in their mind over and over. If you're in a great conversation or having fun on a date, the temptation is to keep the good vibes going as long as possible, but don't. Instead, wrap things up when laughter is still in the air and their excitement is at its peak. Say goodbye while there's still energy in the moment and throw in a little tease about next time. Maybe something like, I can't wait to tell you the rest of the story, but you'll have to wait for that. This keeps the spark bright and leaves them looking forward to the future. This isn't about creating artificial scarcity, but quality over quantity. Spending endless hours together might sound romantic, but it can make things lose their charm. A little bit of space in the right moments can strengthen the connection. Remember, emotions are sharpest when there's still some mystery and curiosity lingering. When they think back to the great time they last had with you, they'll be waiting eagerly for that next moment together. Think of your presence as a treat, not a default. This doesn't mean playing games or withholding affection. Instead, it's about practicing thoughtful restraint. Master the art of timing, and you'll keep your interactions fresh, exciting, and unforgettable. Trust me, when you consistently leave her smiling and thinking about what's next, she'll be counting down until she sees you again. To embrace spontaneity and unpredictability. Does familiarity breed comfort? Sure. But too much predictability? That can drift into monotony. If you want her to think about you when you aren't around, add a spark of spontaneity to your interactions. Being unpredictable in the best way creates an air of excitement she'll always associate with you. What does this mean in practice? It's not about being erratic. Instead, it means adding unexpected moments of joy or surprise into her life. Perhaps you randomly text her to share something funny that reminded you of her. Or maybe you whisk her away for a surprise adventure, like an impromptu walk at sunset or trying an unusual new dish at a hidden restaurant. These aren't grand gestures, they're thoughtful, unexpected touches that show you're always thinking outside the box. Even small surprises can carry big weight. For example, if she's used to you texting her at a particular time, mix it up. Drop her a voice note instead, sharing something adorable or quirky. The idea is to keep her on her toes in the best way possible. Spontaneity breaks routines and brings a sense of aliveness to your connections. It's this unpredictability that makes time with you unique and memorable, so even when you're absent, she'll be longing for what's to come next. On a more personal note, making life unpredictable isn't just about her, it's about you too. Explore your world, try new things, take risks you've been considering. When your own life feels vibrant and full, that energy is contagious. She'll want to be part of your dynamic, exciting world. You don't have to rearrange big plans to be spontaneous. It's the little surprises that count. When she starts associating you with adventure and unpredictability, she'll crave your presence. Every moment apart will make her eager to find out what the next surprise could be. 11. Be charismatic and confident. Confidence and charisma aren't just traits you're born with. They're qualities you can develop, and mastering them can dramatically change how someone feels about you. A confident man who radiates charm is hard to forget. Your presence commands attention in the best way, making your absence something that's deeply felt. But confidence isn't about being overly bold or overpowering. It's about silently communicating that you're secure in who you are. Confidence shines through in small moments. It's in the way you smile, maintain eye contact, and carry yourself in a room. It's in how you approach conversations with ease, allowing others to feel comfortable and valued. Now, add a dose of charisma to that confidence. Charisma isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's often about making others feel genuinely appreciated and listening to them. When you leave a conversation, people should feel better for it. Listen actively, engage deeply, and show interest. That connection you build will linger in her thoughts every time you're apart. Body language plays a big role in this as well. A relaxed posture, a confident stance, and an easy laugh all draw people in. Pair that with the ability to uplift and inspire people, and you become someone worth remembering. When someone associates you with positivity and good vibes, they'll replay those feelings when you're away. At the end of the day, confidence paired with charisma isn't just something that draws her to you, it makes her miss you. She'll remember the energy you bring into a room and anticipate sharing more of those moments. Similar tier exhibit. Ambition, Nula, Derek. There is nothing more attractive than a man with a mission. Passion and drive are magnetic. When a woman sees you pursuing your dreams or working toward a meaningful goal, it leaves a lasting impression. Ambition shows that you have a sense of purpose, a vision for your future, and the tenacity to make things happen. This doesn't mean you need to have your entire life planned out. It's about having aspirations and following through on them. Whether you're chasing a career milestone, training for a marathon, learning a new skill, or creating something you're proud of, your ambitions make you stand out. When you're driven, it says something powerful about you. It tells her that your life is rich with meaning and that you won't settle for mediocrity. But here's the magic twist. When you focus on your growth and work on your passions, you're unintentionally creating space between the two of you. It's not that you're ignoring her, it's that you're showing her that you're busy building something extraordinary. Being ambitious doesn't just enhance how she perceives you, it's also a reminder that if she wants to be in your life, she needs to be ready for the ride. She's not just joining a relationship, she's stepping into a dynamic future built on self-improvement and determination. By living a goal-oriented life, you balance your attention. You're not over-investing in her, but instead nurturing your personal growth. Over time, this balance creates an aura of intrigue and admiration. She'll miss you, not just for the moment spent together, but for the man you're becoming.